What's up guys, welcome back to yet another episode. Today we are talking about the Ant-Man and the Wasp. So before we go on, hit that like button, subscribe, and let's jump into this.
I've been in your waters.
Yo, welcome back. Super excited for today's episode. So a couple of things happened this week that I am so happy about. Got my internet. Massive shout out to Atomic Internet. They are so awesome. Their customer services is great. So if you are in Cape Town, definitely check them out. So let's jump into this. The Ant-Man and the Wasp, what you need to know about it before you see the movie. So first of all, in the first movie, we see Ant-Man being portrayed by Scott Lang. He is then mentored by Hank Pym. Now Hank Pym is the original Ant-Man. So the Ant-Man that we see in the first Ant-Man movie and the one that we see now, it's actually not the original Ant-Man. So Hank Pym, Dr. Hank Pym, he is the one that created the formula, the Pym particles that cause you to shrink down. Now he's a scientist, so he created these Pym particles, and initially he shrunk down to ant size and he got stuck inside an ant well. So it was while he was in there that he realized, no, this is too dangerous, and he actually got rid of the Pym particles, got rid of the suit. And after that he was like, no, let's do this, let's try it again. So he went back and he created it. He invented this awesome Ant-Man or ant helmet that allowed him to communicate with ants.
Land.
Lang is then mentored by Hank Pym and his daughter Hope Van Dyne. Hope Van Dyne is the daughter of Ant-Man, Dr. Hank Pym, and Janet Van Dyne, who is the original Wasp. Now in the first movie we don't see the original Wasp, we don't actually see her. There's a couple of Easter eggs where we see a glimpse of her. Now to get back from what happened to her mom, so the original Ant-Man, Dr. Hank Pym, they were on a mission. They were working for the government agency called the Shield, who is trying to be as badass as the Avengers. We see the Shield members, we see Nick Fury, the leader of Shield, in a couple of movies. We've been seeing him, Samuel L. Jackson. We saw him at the end of Avengers Infinity War as well. Now, they were on a operation where they had to, save the world again. But Hank Pym, the Ant-Man, he needed to shrink down into super atomic size, where you could actually blend in between the titanium steel of a nuclear missile. But unfortunately his regulator got broke, and his wife, the Wasp, didn't hesitate to do that. With that, she shrunk down into miniature size. She went into the missile, and that is where she got stuck in the quantum realm. Now after that we don't see her in the movie, and it kind of becomes Hank Pym's it becomes his mission in life to get his wife back, to save his wife from the quantum realm. So he then explains to Scott Lang that it is extremely dangerous because everyone you love, everything that you know, gets lost in the quantum realm. So there was something that I was thinking of. We need to touch on Scott Lang's daughter. I mean, she also becomes a superhero. So while we go get some coffee, let's roll some B-roll. Then in the first Ant-Man movie we see Scott Lang, he's being mentored, and he finally knows how to, he gets the hang of being the Ant-Man. But what we only see in the first Ant-Man movie is he can only go down into miniature size, he can go down to ant size. In the new one we actually see him going to giant size. And with that said, is obviously he is then super strong. Now with that said, is the Ant-Man actually gets his super strength from when he goes down into ant size, when he goes down to miniature size, because that he still holds the power, even greater power from when he is normal size. So he literally becomes like a bullet, having the force behind a punch that is as smaller than a bullet. So now we get to the Ant-Man 2 movie. Now obviously this is not out yet, it's only launching or dropping in July the 6th. But we see them face off. Hank Pym is obviously behind everything, but Scott Lang, alongside with Hope Van Dyne, who is the daughter of Hank Pym, she is the Wasp. Now remember, like I said, she's not the original Wasp because her mom is still stuck in the quantum realm. So the Wasp and the Ant-Man, they are obviously fighting side by side, but there's a new enemy that we see. So in the first one, they kind of had to fight the Yellow Jacket, almost the same powers as the Ant-Man, but that was their first enemy in the first movie. In the second movie, we kind of get a glimpse of who they call the Ghost. Now the Ghost is from the quantum realm because Hank Pym went back into the quantum realm and he's trying to find his wife. In doing so, he brought back the Ghost by mistake. I guess you wouldn't want to bring a super villain into your realm by purpose if you're a good guy. But we see the Ghost now in the trailer as well. We see Lawrence Fishburne. We know him as Morpheus, but he is actually playing the character of Bill Foster, the Giant, or Goliath. There's so many names for these big guys, but he's the second one because the original one is actually Ant-Man when he goes super size. Now there's this funny little tease trailer where they actually compare sizes.
How big did you get? My record, 21 feet. You? 65 feet. 65.
But Bill Foster, who's being played by Lawrence Fishburne, there's theories that the Ghost is actually his daughter. Now the Ghost in the comics is actually a man, but she's turned into a female in the movie. Very confusing, but with that said, that's why there is theories that it is Lawrence Fishburne's daughter. So the Ghost is a hacker. He always tries to make the lives of these billionaire tycoons. He tries to ruin their lives. He's always fighting Tony Stark. He is actually one of Tony Stark's, the Iron Man. He's actually one of his nemesis. But in the movie, he's obviously not going to be fighting Iron Man, but he is fighting or trying to make the life of Ant-Man and the Wasp difficult. But now Hank Pym, obviously he created the Pym particle, created a company, a well-known company called Pym Tech. And I think that it is why she is in the movie, to make his life difficult. So I mainly think that the Ghost is going after Hank Pym. But obviously there's so many villains out there. That is it, guys. Thank you so much. I really hope you enjoyed this one. I'm super excited for the movie to launch the 6th of July. Let me know in the comment section what you think. Did this help you? Are you an Ant-Man fan? Are you gonna watch the movie? If so, hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. And as always, I will see you guys next week. Peace!